Namrata Joshi is here by taking a topic Mendel's laws and monohybrid cross. The topic is from class 12th biology and the topic is of unit 2 lesson number 5. Okay, these three topics together I have taken because these all are related. Mendel's laws, two laws I have taken, that is law of dominance and law of segregation and the topic monohybrid cross. All these three are correlated topics. That's why we have to study all these together because all these we can understand from the common example. So we will begin with the law of dominance. So this law states that when two alleles of an inherited pair in heterozygous, okay, when two alleles are there in a heterozygous condition, then allele that is expressed is the dominant, whereas the allele that is not expressed is the recessive. Very simple. Means we have to consider two contrast forms of a trait or of a character. Okay, like one tall and other will be the dwarf one. So whenever these two plants will be considered for the cross, then out of these two, that is tall and the dwarf, only one will be expressed in F1. Okay, so this is the law of dominance. We can write in our own words as well. By taking one example, we can write like that: when two contrast forms of a character is considered for a cross, then in first generation, that is F1 generation, only one of the allele expresses itself and other remains hidden. So this way also we can write down. And there are some features, some points of law of dominance, that all the characters are controlled by the factor, and the factors are always found in pairs. And this I told you already, whenever there is heterozygous condition, only one will be expresses its effect in the hybrid. Means like tall and dwarf is there, then if in F1 the dominant character tall, that will be expressed. So this is the law of dominance, but it doesn't mean that the recessive character will never be expressed. No, not like that. Now the law of segregation. Law of segregation. Segregation word means separation. So what happens when we talk of hybrid, the hybrid is having the hybrid is heterozygous, means two different alleles are there. So this law states that allelic pairs separate during gamete formation and randomly they unite at the time of fertilization. Means if capital T and small t is there in the F1 hybrid, so these two T's, means capital and the small, they will get separate at the time of the gamete formation. At the end of this presentation, you will get the example by the flow chart, presented through the flow chart. So you will be able to understand there properly. And these two laws, means the law of segregation and the law of dominance, this these both the laws Mendel derived from monohybrid cross. Okay, keep in mind mono means one. Okay, so now we will study what is monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross, when we say mono means, I told you it is one, means whenever one character is considered for the cross, that is called as the monohybrid cross. Means this cross involves two plants and these two plants differ in one pair of contrasting characters. Like height, we have taken a character, then its two forms, that is tallness and the dwarfness. These are the contrasting forms. Okay, contrasting forms of a height. So this is considered. So whenever these two will be crossed, these two plants will be crossed, so we will get the F1 generation. And what will we find in the example. I'll explain, but the conclusion is that in the monohybrid cross, we if we have crossed the tall plant with the dwarf plant, then in the F1 generation, according to or as per the law of dominance, only one will be expressed, so all will be tall. But in the F2 generation, we find 3:1. Phenotypic ratio is 3:1, means 3 will be tall, 1 will be dwarf. And if we talk of the genotypic ratio, genotypic means it is we are talking of the gene structure. So that will be 1:2:1, means we will get genotype, we say the all three types of genotype we will get. Now we will understand all this, uh, that monohybrid, cross, law of dominance, and law of segregation. See, this example is written over here in the form of words. He has crossed a tall plant with the dwarf plant, and he found all the plants were tall in the F1 generation. But when he allowed F1 generation for the self-pollination, he allowed the self-pollination there. So equal gametes were produced. Equal gametes means the capital T and the small t, they were obtained in the equal proportion. And this is seen key in the F2 generation when we find the tall and the dwarf plants. So these tall and the dwarf plants were identical to the to their parental type, means they didn't show any blending. Okay, means they were not in between. This is not like that. The medium sized plant was obtained. No, not like that. In this example, we can find all these things. All see, one character is considered here. This example you can write in monohybrid cross and law of dominance as well as in law of segregation. See, in this example, one tall plant is taken and one dwarf, they are crossed. So in F1 generation, all tall plants were obtained. And when self-pollination is allowed, so equal gametes, equal proportion of the gametes were obtained, means capital T and a small t. And this the one box is there. This is called as the Punnett square. Already in my previous video, I told you Punnett square. Punnett has suggested this uh, for the to this checkerboard, we can say, to find out all the possibilities. So this is, and this is easy as well to show through the Punnett square. So for the F2 generation, we can see here there are 3 tall plants and 1 dwarf plants. So means here the tallness is the dominant character and the dwarfness is the recessive character, and both the characters were obtained in the F2 generation. So this is a very good example. We can have more examples. In place of height, we can take the color of the seed as well, like the yellow seed and the green seed we can take, or we can take the color of the flower as well, purple flower and the white flower. So we can make out cross by taking any of the character.